This is Let's Go to the Pictures, and as promised, joined in the studio by local, used to be a film festival director and maker of various short films, producer, writer, Trasharama, a Go-Go National Touring Film Festival presenter, and now writer-director of a feature film. Dick Dale, how you going, mate?
Hey, good, thanks, Andrew. Thanks for having me, mate. I'm still running Trasharama, that's still going, and...
But you're just adding another string to your knot.
Another wrinkle to my face, yeah. Another cross on my back.
Ribspreader is the name of your project.
Ribspreader, yes. Australia's first splatter punk video nasty in progress.
That sounds really nasty, but I know you too well. I've seen Pelican Boy. There's a lot of blood and guts and stuff in it, but it's sort of something sweet as well.
It's the same vibe as that.
Really?
Yeah, so there will be, you know what I mean? Yeah, there will be a fair amount of blood and that red stuff and gore and some practical special effects in it. But, yeah, it's got a good story and there'll be lots of humour in it as well.
You've been working on this for 5 years.
Apparently. I might have even been 6. But, but it took me 2 solid years to sit down and when I got serious about it and actually write the screenplay. And then I got it script edited and stuff. And but before I'd even finished writing the screenplay, I was out there filming stuff.
Right. The concept of this, the reason I've got you in here, let's start with that, is that it's a crowd-funded film. Hopefully, that's you've made films before, just with your own money.
Oh, and Centrelink loans.
Yes.
A couple of them were made on the $500 Centrelink loan.
Right,
yeah.
but this is a feature film and you're going to need at least 20 grand to make it.
20 grand is what I'm going for in the Kickstarter campaign.
I don't think Hollywood would make a film for under 20 million now, so that's pretty cheap.
Yeah, this is definitely, I'm calling it a lot of favours, and I've got some great talented people working around me, and they're working for deferred payment sort of things, which who knows if you even get any money back from that.
I want to direct people to your website so that they can make this thing happen, because I really want to see it. Kickstarter, a lot of people are familiar with crowdfunding, but if they went to the Kickstarter website, do they put in Ribspreader or Dick Dale?
It's Ribspreader, a splatterpunk video nasty.
Right,
pretty sure that's what it's written on Kickstarter.
So you go to kickstarter.com.
Yeah, we've got a Facebook page too, Ribspreader, a spawning of a splatterpunk video nasty.
And that'll give you the
look, man, it's been spammed on there so many times. And there's Cult of Monster. Monster Pictures did a really good interview. It's on there somewhere.
So you can find out a lot about the movie from there. But what I want to tell the listener particularly is the opportunities that it provides for them. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of people out there.
Okay, right. So like really if you put money into it, what do you get?
You can... I mean, the big thing that's drawing a lot of people is that you can die in your film.
You can die in the film, yes.
So you can have a montage of...
Or be dead. You can already be dead.
Right.
One thing is you're going to end up as a corpse or be a corpse in the film.
And it's only $350 and you're in.
Yeah, and then I think you probably get a T-shirt out of that and stuff, and free download of the film. And as the rewards go up, my friend Jan Reneko, who's also one of the producers of the film, who's running the Kickstarter, has explained to me as the rewards get higher and higher. Like you pay $5 for this, and then you pay like $20, and you get like a free download of the film. I think maybe a shout out on social media, thank you in the credits or something. As they go higher and higher, you get all of the stuff below.
Right.
So you get killed, you get a T-shirt, and you get.
So you start for about $20, and you get your name in the credits or something like that.
Yeah, and then, I think that's maybe even a free download.
Yeah, it is a free download. You're quite right. So if you want to see the film and you want to have your name on a film, you can start at $20. But if you want to actually be in the film and die on it, then
that's $350.
$350. And if you want to go all the way, like it sounds like a lot of money for if you're going shopping or something, but for $4.5 grand, you can actually have your name up as the executive producer. And I imagine that's like be a pre-credit kind of.
That's a good thing.
It is. It's huge.
Be on IMDb if you're in the film. You want to to be part of the film world, having
Yeah.
an executive producer credit on a feature movie is a good thing.
Absolutely.
And this is going to be an extra good movie, so double points, man.
Well, I absolutely guarantee that. And if you're concerned at all that you'd be spending your $20,000 to $4,500 on something that's not very good, check out Dick's Pelican Boy, particularly. I mean, I noticed the SAFC stole the idea off you and made Storm Boy last year.
They should
that's
have.
a bit of a bummer.
No, I wasn't consulted about that at all.
Right.
Funny that.
You've got a lot of stuff organised, and I've got some music here that it is from, I think it's the theme music that you're going to use in the film. The Crash by the Screaming Meanies?
Screaming Meanies, the Screaming Meanies. A very good friend of mine from down the Gold Coast who's done a lot of soundtracks for quite a few independent feature films, and he's let me use this track as the title track for Ribspreader.
Yeah, and just people, I think a lot of people that listen to this show will know you as a musician from bands such as Kamikaze and got other...
JC's Place, Drunky Blunders.
all the good names, but you're not the surf guitar guy who's dead. It's sort of good not to be that Dick Dale all of a sudden.
Yes,
yeah, right?
There could be only one, and I'm happy it's me.
This is Let's Go to the Pictures, listening to Screaming Meanies. The Screaming Meanies from their album Homicidal, Suicidal, Sexting While Driving, and it's called The Crash! And it's likely to feature in Dick Dale's forthcoming debut feature film, Ribspreader.
Yes, that is the title track.
Good score?
It's fantastic. Good score. What do you mean, like?
I mean, to have for your title.
Oh, yeah. Jesse Brinkin Thomas is his birth name, and Jesse's said I could use some. He's helping out with the sound design and stuff like that. But I've got quite a bit of music.
Okay, so
from all sorts of places.
We've told people that they can get onto Kickstarter and give it a kick along. I notice it's actually doing very well. You've raised over $10,000 already.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you very, very, very much for your support.
And I would say for those people who are thinking about dying on screen, they're being snapped up. There's at least 7 gone. So
I think it's 8 deaths already.
There you go. You can't keep up. So if you want to die in Dick's film, you better... And you're not sure, you better check it out quickly before it's all gone. But
die or be a corpse or something like that. And I've got a couple of deaths I've got to do in Melbourne.
How does that fit in? What's the film all about, Dick?
It's about, just to make it very easy, it's about this guy who goes absolutely batshit bonkers and goes around killing smokers and cutting out their lungs to make a smoking jacket out of it because a anti-smoking billboard tells him to do so. But he lives in serial killer capital, Murder City. So it's turf war against lots of other crazy killers, perverts and deranged maniacs.
Right, so he's got to fight for his victims. It's not all
served
on a plate.
That's just sort of a rough idea of what the film's about.
So Murder City, I mean, it's not specifically Adelaide?
No. This is an alternate universe, an alternate time period, but it's sort of set in the 80s and 90s. It's definitely not now. I find now very, very boring. It's not set now. It seems like it's the 80s, and put a lot of effort into making sure that, like for example, them big plastic ugly bins that.
The wheelie bins, were they around in the 80s?
No, we don't have them. I've got the steel bins, like the ones Oscar the Grouch lives in.
Yeah.
We've got that sort of stuff. There's no mobile phones in it. There is mobile phone, and I managed to get hold of one of those old Nokia bricks and stuff like that. Or there's a dial one. We found a telecom box. I don't want to have anything normal in this. No cars, no modern cars. Only hot rods. It's punks and misfits.
It's a period
and freaks.
piece. I mean, it must be a huge amount of work go into the design and the setting up of something like that.
It's a lot of work. Yeah, it's a lot to find. And Adelaide's so nice. Why do they keep wrecking it by doing it and making it nice? It's getting harder and harder for me to find trashed, crappy places that have been vandalised, which I love. They're like my Hollywood backlots, them sort of places.
I read in that Cult of Monster interview, you were quoted as saying, I think I'm more like the Walt Disney of sick and twisted humour, bringing joy and good tidings. Can you elaborate on that?
Well, it's like people go to... I think a lot of people who go to see horror movies, and mine definitely do have a sense of humour about it, like the early Peter Jackson films, which is a very big inspiration of mine, and to a little bit of an extent, even like John Waters films, like, so, you know, a little bit grossed out and
Pink flamingos
so much
and
over the top, crazy cartoon-like violence that it makes you laugh and therefore takes away your daily stress and brings joy to your miserable life.
Yeah, so people don't... I mean, it's important to you...
Sorry, I thought I turned that on
good.
silent.
And, well, while you're doing that, I'll let the listener know.
It's one of my actors. It's actually one of my actors.
Oh, you got him to call in while you're on the show to make you look important.
Yeah, it's all right. I can talk to him later.
And I've got to let
That's the interstate call and everything. So it's all
interstate.
it's one of my actors ringing in from Melbourne about the film. But I said afternoon. It's still morning, isn't it?
Not in interstate, maybe.
I don't know.
It might be last night.
Maybe there's someone wanting to pledge. Please pledge. Like, I'm halfway there, but...
get onto Kickstarter before that guy...
someone, you should be out there, should be an executive producer. It's a big thing.
And I do have to let the audience know that they're not just listening to a conversation, they're actually part of the making of Ribspreader, because we've got a camera in the studio filming you and me talking about you making your film.
Closer Productions. Matt Bate, who couldn't be here today. Shout out to Matt, and his little kid there who's a bit sick today, couldn't make it in, so shout out to yous. But they're
making a series rather than just
Screen Australia have funded them to do a 6-part web series.
They didn't fund you, but they fund them. Right. But they'll fund them to make a film about Dick Dale making films. I was going to say to Matt Bate, who's directing it, you know, that normally he's kind of famous for making films about weird people.
Is he?
So how come he's making one about you?
The last one I saw was about cricket. I don't know.
Oh, I haven't seen that one.
I guess cricket's a weird sport.
But Shut Up Little Man and stuff like that. So he's got a bit of form.
Yeah, it's great. Anyway, they're doing a documentary about 6-part web series on the making of the film and also other weird things that I've been doing, like some of my band activities and things like that I've been following. It's been a little bit quiet on the front at the moment because mainly it's just been me behind the computer just doing boring administration stuff like shot lists and things like that, and my first AD, Jade Heifer and Clark, sucking with a giant yabby pump, sucking my prawn-shaped head, all the information out of my head so we can make this film, like, you know, getting the vision out of my head so the art department and everybody knows what the hell I'm talking about, like, it's written in the script, but
they've got to make them so you can see it. Yes, I've seen some drawings online. People can find this all at Kickstarter, actually.
There's some fantastic artists working on this in the art department. Steve Lehman, Celia Curtis, and Jesse Brinken-Thomas.
And you've got some good people in the film as well already.
We've got some fantastic people. You mean ones I've already shot?
Shot some, yeah.
There's a teaser trailer getting around, which is also you can find on the Kickstarter page. And that features the late, great Spencer P. Jones, who's a busker you just do not want to mess with. Like, he kicks some serious ass in that film.
Right.
With a guitar. You've got Lawrence R. Harvey from the Human Centipede 2 and 3 movies.
Now, was he come back here? Because I reckon I met him about 10 years ago when he came to 3D promoting the Centipede.
That would have been when he first came over for Human Centipede 2.
So he's been back for your film. You had to
come back for Centipede 3
decades ago.
And while he was back, I dragged him into my vortex of filmmaking. And also the Deja Voodoo circus freaks like Lizard Man and Sam Samara and Fabi Blue. I've got them involved in it. Chad Morgan. I've got Chad Morgan, the King of Country of Australia.
And a shout out to him too, because it is Reconciliation Week and he's an Indigenous performer.
He absolutely is.
He's got a very beautiful song about his mother, actually.
Yeah, that was fantastic, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Kirralee girl or Kirralee...
Right, and he doesn't... he does a lot of funny songs, but serious bloke too.
And he's like about 82 or 84 years old. And
if you're thinking Chad Morgan, he's the one with the teeth, yes? That is.
Yes, and they are real teeth. So
you spent time with him? I'm interested in that.
Only briefly.
Yeah.
Like I was waiting around, and it was like for about an hour, and it was late, and I thought, oh my God, I was waiting around, saving their car park, and it was about an hour, and I'm thinking, when he gets here, he's going to have to just go straight in. I've lost it, but I'll keep looking after their car park. And I got there, and he goes, right, gets out. He's walking stick and stuff. Like,
right.
Like he's frail. Yeah, he's 82 or 84.
Yeah.
He's frail, a bit frail in body, but man, his brain is so switched on still.
Yep.
He goes, all right then, all right. Where's me script? I'm going, you're going to do it? Yeah, where's me bloody script? Come on, let's get on with it. And off he goes, hobbling down with his walking stick, and I'm just like, awesome. And he did it, and it was great. And then, and I did it as quickly. I was very organised. Got it done as quick as possible. And Chad done his line, which is going to be a cracker in the film. And then he went up, and the show went on. And I was, and I got to meet his son and his... And man, Chad Morgan Jr., and he had some fantastic stories about growing up with Chad.
And they won't all be in the film, but he's just done his line. Just going back to the Disney thing that you were talking about.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Dick, because people... There's a lot of films that are made with splatter and murders and... blood and horrible things, and yours are not like that. That's not where you're coming from at all, because as you said, Disney, it's really about entertaining and thrilling people.
It's so over the top that
sort of
it's
childhood
ridiculous.
Disgusting.
It's called cartoon violence.
Yeah.
And that's what Tom and Jerry and things like, Tom and Jerry, people probably didn't know
Cartoons.
what that is.
Yeah, right.
Ren and Stimpy, maybe.
Yeah.
Just so over the top.
You couldn't
And
possibly
crazy.
be offended by it or scared.
It's just
by
ridiculous, and and the effects we're doing. It's like, okay, there's one really good effect of a somewhat Ribspreader that looks pretty good. It's on the teaser trailer, but most of it, when you watch the teaser, we've got some of the effects on there. It's like the Troma movies. If anyone knows about the Toxic Avenger and stuff, it's just it's more funny. It looks pretty real, but it also doesn't look too real, and it's not natural, like the blood would spray out as much as Kill Bill when the blood sprays out and that, that's not actually natural. But that's what I would like to have that effect. It's all about how much money I can get to, how much blood we can make, and all that sort of stuff.
That's right. So push him over the top on his Kickstarter.
I'm really, thanks everyone, but I need your help.
Be involved. Get on to Dick. Anything that you have to offer the film, preferably money just at this point to get him.
I hate asking for it, but I'm not going to make a habit of this. I just want to.
Anytime.
I think you'll all enjoy what I'm going to make, because it is like Monty Python, another example of crazy, over the top.
That's right.
Cartoon-like violence.
Okay, we're thinking of the Holy Grail and the guy getting his head chopped off, all his limbs chopped off.
It's only a flesh wound.
That's right.
Yeah.
If you find that offensive, then this is not a project for you. But if you think that's funny, get on and support Dick. And there's many ways. Like, for a start, you can guarantee yourself getting a copy of the film by just
it's really cheap.
Chipping in $20, you'll get a download.
But
of the film
hopefully it'll get a DVD release and a Blu-ray release. But it's definitely they will be coming out. That you won't be getting them until it's at least had theatre screenings anyway.
So you'll find it on the Kickstarter website under Ribspreader, or you'll find
Ribspreader, a Splatterpunk Video Nasty on the Kickstarter one.
Kickstarter.
Not Possible or Indiegogo.
No.
It's called Kickstarter. And there's also got a Facebook page,
which is called Ribspreader.
The sporting of a Splatterpunk Video Nasty.
It's not a common surname, Ribspreader, so I imagine there's not a lot of people.
There are songs out there.
Are there?
Stuff. There's a band or something, I think.
I should get out more. Guaranteed that if you support Dick's film, that it will be good for your health, and especially
the ones who die in the film, especially.
And if you're a smoker, then a bit of solidarity, because that's sort of the underlying theme of it. Dick's trying to give up smoking, and
it's warped. It's warped. It's crazy. It's my goal to make the most insane feature film that has definitely ever come out of Adelaide, and one of the most craziest, memorable films that have come out of us. Right, that's a big call, Australia, because there's been some pretty crazy movies. So, but definitely Adelaide, without a doubt. and it's definitely going to be memorable and funny, and especially funny.
I'm sold. But we've got to move away for the punk boys to come in. They're your friends. They might kill you and you won't be able to make the movie.
I can't. I've got so much to tell you about it, but all I can say is check. Look, there's so much information on that Kickstarter page. We've put a lot of work into my video pictures on there as well. That in itself has got the vibe of
Plenty
the film.
to see. Chase it up.
And the teaser and blah, 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 blah.
Once in a lifetime chance to be part of a really exciting film. Thanks for coming in. Dick Dale. And good luck with your debut feature film. Time for us to say goodbye from Let's Go to the Pictures and Freewheeling. You're welcome. And up next is Mark and Dave with Smash It Up. This is 3D Community Radio, Nakata. And we'll leave you with the Meat Beaters because they're in Dick's film.
Hopefully we'll be using their song in the film.